it's you guys.
Oh! Oh, he's a bomb!
The soldier who was just stabbed has not given up yet. And for the sake of his squad's survival, he pulls the toilet with him.
So, the Skibidi Toilet Part 19. Oh, we're getting close to Part 20, bro. Oh my god. This is giving me flashbacks when I made the Trilogy Incident series, dude. Didn't I make that like an hour special? I'm pretty sure I did. Also, this is so random. I just woke up. I feel so drained still. I don't know why. All I know, right after I upload this video, I'm gonna go back to sleep. So as you can tell, I have 2 different videos. We're gonna react to them all. Each of these videos are by their own YouTube channel, so I'm gonna shout them out at the same time. So yeah. So shout out to the Elite Cameraman. I'll put the link in the description for you guys to check it out. But other than that, you guys, I don't know what else to say. So let's go. All right, then first video, Skibidi Toilet 70 Part 2. Oh, that's where we left off? Yeah. That scary speaker guy, dude. Dude looks so menacingly in the dark. Yeah, look at that. Okay, bro. Stop looking at me. Oh, and from the analysis, there was a ghost of the troops. I don't know if you saw them, but yeah. No! Hey, it's you guys.
Oh! Oh, he's a bomb!
I don't know. That was the bad guys. Ooh. Oh no! No! Bro, hero. Oh man. Dude, that actually touched my heart, man. Look at that guy. That guy still is like, what are you doing? Finally, you doing something. Oh, he's mad, bro. He's using his bare knuckles to climb up. I don't even know how that's possible. Yeah, you tell him. You didn't do anything. What's like? Why is he like letting them die? Maybe he's a betrayer. I don't know. Cause remember, there's a betrayer in the series. Oh, that spiker plunge thing is covered in spikes. Oh, sneaky time. Night vision, okay. Oh, it's over. He's like, intruder spotted. Run. He has the gadget from the special agent that he used. It basically unlocks any door. Pretty OP. Look at that. All right, what did we walk into? A document. It's the Astro and the scientist. I can't read Skibidi. I'm not that special, guys. Alpha Hills Labs gets new administrator government. Whoa, I couldn't read it. It's all right. And then the analysis, we'll get into it more. A book, a TV book. Oh no! Oh, he dead. Where'd you come from? Oh, no! Wait, what? Oh, he has headphones. Oh, no! Oh! Nice. I realize he has no mouth. Ugh. Blood. Wait, so I thought it would affect him too, but I guess he doesn't have a lens like the ordinary camera troops have? Oh, him with his gadget? Is that... He died? What are you doing? Headphones. Hey, it can be like him now. And a jetpack. Okay, so these Skibidi Toilet guys, they already are gathering gadgets from the enemies and using them for their own advantage. All right, it says you two. Whoa. Oh, and that's how we end. Okay, all right. At least this video was mainly focused on the headquarters, or yeah, the bunker. That's what it was. I was looking for that word. All right. Analysis time. All right, the last video. Origin of the Toilets, episode 70, part 2, Skibidi Toilet, all Easter egg analysis theory.
Hello, everyone.
What's up?
Elite Cameraman here.
Yeah.
Episode 70 Part 2 just dropped, and I'm gonna be honest, I really wasn't expecting an episode like this with so much new info.
Honestly,
and
yeah,
crazy
that was a
info
lot.
at that. As I guessed in my earlier episodes, I guess we really got a glimpse of the origin of the Skibidi toilets, and it truly was shocking.
Was it really
Not
a
only
guess,
that,
or
but
did
we
you
got
get some
reveals on
insight
some other crazy
information
stuff
on
too. Even though, as Boom revealed a couple days ago, there wasn't much action this episode, the amount of reveals was crazy. And there is so much to talk about, so I'm gonna stop yapping and start analyzing the second you like this video.
Yo,
and subscribe.
I yap a lot.
Anyways,
I'm
here
gonna
we
admit
go.
that.
This episode directly started with the ending of episode 70 part 1 and actually had the ghost cameraman that we saw in the last episode.
Yeah,
Which makes
ghosts.
me wonder if they were a rendering mistake, or if there are actually ghost cameramen, since nothing has been confirmed still. But I'll assume that they weren't there for now, since there is no way to know if they were actually there.
I thought that was a reflection point.
After this,
Yeah, I
we
don't
started
know.
hearing the destruction sounds more and more, until a hole opened up in the ceiling.
Yeah,
We were met by a
kabooey.
cameraman, but sadly this blood has been killed and is being
I was
used
like,
as a trap
yeah, no, it was
now. This
a
is kind
bomb.
of terrifying, to be honest, because the toilets are literally using dead bodies as decoys now. And with all the
Yeah,
bodies
they're getting
they gathered
smart,
until
dude.
now,
Unlike
if they can
me.
create some tech, which I think is most likely, they might be able to make cameraman decoy robots or something similar to make crazier traps.
It would make sense. I realized
After
that's the
bomb on
pipe
the
bomb
dead
from Left 4
cameraman's
Dead.
back explodes, we can see that it had acid inside it because green smokes come out of it, and the toilet that threw it literally has a whole acid tank behind him, so it makes sense that he uses acid weapons. But when he saw that it didn't really work, he instantly jumped down, and from the second he jumped down, I think it was safe to say that he himself is a decoy and is a bomb because he had the same bombs the dead cameraman had
Yeah,
on
he
his
didn't
back
care if
attached
he
to his
died.
back
He
as
would
well.
blow up.
But instead of one, there are two with a whole tank. He instantly stabs one of the cameramen the second he jumps down, but it looks like the stun guns kind of work on him to some extent.
No.
I'm saying kind of because he was able to rotate himself but not really make any other movements. And the dark speaker man instantly shoots his eyes with knives, but the second this happens, this toilet suddenly starts his bomb sequence.
Yep. And
We
then
don't
he
have to
was like,
worry,
I'll
though, because this
sacrifice.
brave soldier who was just stabbed has not given up yet. And for the sake of his squad's survival, he pulls the toilet with him down to the hole before he explodes, saving everyone. And when I say save everyone,
man.
I meant everyone, because that goddamn explosion was so bright, it was shinier than Scientist Toilet's bald head. You, brother, you truly are a real
Bald head.
hero. We need
Honestly.
more cameramen like you in the Alliance. You really don't have to worry, because we'll never forget the great deeds you have done for the sake of the Alliance.
I wonder how many
Subscribe to pay your
sacrifices we
respects
witnessed.
to our brave
I think it's like
hero.
5.
After
right?
this
I don't know.
explosion, Plunger Cameraman decides to take one of the weapons off the ground, and while they are all thinking about what just happened and what to do, the elevator starts shaking as if it's gonna fall down.
Yeah.
And they instantly start moving, starting with Dark Speakerman flying the two cameramen to the higher
Dark
floor
Speaker
with
Man.
his
That's the
jetpack.
name of him. I gotta
But
keep
our
that in
Plunger
mind.
cameraman with the Giga Chad mindset literally jumps on the
Giga
wall and stabs his new spiky hands on the wall to climb the wall.
Oh, there's
And when he
Spiky.
stops to look down for a second,
I didn't
the Dark Speakerman
notice.
comes to help, which was a leaked frame that we saw a couple days ago. Blood literally slapped Dark Speakerman's hand because of what happened a couple episodes back.
Oh yeah.
If you guys don't remember in
he,
episode 69,
let the other
part
guys
1,
die.
Dark
No.
Speakerman had to make the hard choice and close off the door on some of the cameraman to save the rest of the squad from the Michael Jackson toilet. And because of this, Plunger
Who did I say I
cameraman
thought that
was
was?
so mad at him. It looks like things between haven't cooled down a single bit, even though it's an extreme
I forgot.
situation. And if I'm honest, Plunger Cameraman probably feels a lot more angry because it was a speakerman who closed down the door on cameramen. If one of the cameramen closed the door, he probably would
Hey!
have let it go a lot more easily.
Chill.
After getting up to the floor, they look at Lucky Cameraman.
Am I hearing
and
an
he shows
audio
the way to
glitch, or
go
is that
after
me?
checking it from his
I don't
tablet.
know.
But if you look at Dark Speakerman in this scene, you'll see that he really does look sad after getting rejected by the Plunger Cameraman. It really must feel bad for him to be seen as the bad guy.
Yep.
Even though he was just trying to protect the others and his best bro being mad at him because in
Hey,
episode
yo.
66, they had the craziest dab. But now that friendship is on the verge of collapsing. Needing to deal with his feelings in an intense situation like this must be a really huge toll on him, but Blood will pull through. After this scene, we see the Plunger Cameraman taking out his plunger, and everyone starts moving, but they instantly start seeing huge toilets patrolling around the area trying to find the squad, so they close
Yo,
their
they're big,
flashlights
big.
and actually turn on their night visions. This is the first time we are seeing this, and not gonna lie, it was kinda cool to see that. This was a feature on their camera, but sadly the electricity comes back right when they were next to one of the doors, and one of the toilets see them trying to sneak in and starts preparing an attack.
So
But lucky
you ain't getting
cameraman
away on
starts
my
opening
watch.
the doors with his remote control, and on the right side we can actually see a text that says Test Lab C-33/A.
Oh.
And I went to rewatch episode 33 to see if it was an Easter egg of some sorts, but there wasn't much to it since it was the episode where G-Man Toilet destroyed the YouTube HQ.
Yo,
If you
Skibidi
think there is
Toilet,
a
bro.
hidden meaning
Where it was
behind
just
it,
chaotic
let
in
me
every
know.
episode. Oh, YouTube
After
headquarters
running
got
through
blown
the
up.
hallway, lucky cameraman closes down all the doors, and we actually see the door we saw on the first merch store leaked 2 days ago. And as we guessed, this really was a very special room because the stuff that were revealed to us still blows my mind. After entering the room, the plunger cameraman looks around for a second, and we can see many stuff. It's crazy. This place is like a collector's room where he hides his precious toys. And there is anything you can think of, but before we talk about
I realized
these,
there's a
did
giant
you notice
hand
that
up there.
The mouthless toilet actually could be seen right when they enter the room. Plunger cameraman actually saw the mouthless toilet peeking through one of the containers right before he hid behind to wait for the perfect moment, which is a creepy
Oh
little
my
detail that
god,
might
dude,
have
I
missed.
didn't realize
The
that.
first two things we see are the two weapons inside the window cases,
He was
which
just
are
waiting
not
for the
clear
right
in this
moment.
frame, but later we can see that one of them is a knife that speakermen use, and the other is a spear. And I'm going to be honest, if that spear belonged to anyone, I don't remember. I don't remember seeing it ever. This also might mean that there is someone out there that uses spears as his or her weapon, which might be a foreshadow in itself. The next thing we see is one of the octopus arms. I may be wrong, but I first remember seeing them in episode 44, where the Titan TV man fought against a toilet with these arms. The next X is a huge knife, which I assume Titan Speakerman used to have. I don't remember him losing a knife.
Do I see a
In
little guy
episode
on that
65
claw?
and 67, we
I
saw
don't
Titan
know.
Speakerman's knives, but I don't know if it was exactly like this. And for this to be here, I feel like it has been here for a while. Next thing we see is the workbench on the left. And it's actually the same workbench we saw in episode 16 a long time ago, when the cameraman infiltrated the first ever Skibidi lab ever, and after rewatching that episode and seeing the picture on the wall and connecting the dots with episode 68 part 2.
Dang, dude,
The
all
lore actually
these
blew my mind. But I'll
I
get
guess
into that in a
references
second
from the
when we start
past
talking
videos,
about
it's
the big
insane,
reveal in
dude.
today's episode. The next thing we see is one of the cameras from the spider cameras from earlier episodes, like episode 22, when they were fighting G-Man toilet.
We don't see those
Next to it
anymore.
are probably the legs of it, and right next to that is one of the jetpacks from the Titans. But the most shocking thing they have is on the top, which is the actual arm of Titan Cameraman from episode
That's
20,
what it
when he lost his
was!
arm for the first time. It's crazy that the toilet salvaged that. This really shows the
I
dedication they have to
forgot!
improve, because they probably have been using all these materials to
Didn't
reverse
he lose his arms
engineer it
twice, though?
and make it better to use it
I don't
themselves
know,
for
but
upgrades.
That's
Under
crazy.
the
They
arm,
actually
there is
kept
something
that.
looks like a core of some sorts, but I got no idea what it is. And next to it is one of the machines from episode 16 once again. Also next to that is a huge speaker, which might be one of Titan Speakerman's old speakers. And lastly, there is
It
a
would
pair
make
of
sense.
sunglasses on a stand. But even though this whole room made us feel nostalgic, the craziness starts at this moment.
Yep, the
Instantly,
poster in the
when
book.
Plunger Cameraman turns to his right, we see something on the wall. But first, Plunger Cameraman moves to the table and he sees a clipboard that has some Skibidi writing on it and two toilets,
Skibidi writing.
one being the scientist toilet and the other being one of the astro toilets.
Mm-hmm.
We will never know what's written on here since it's in Skibidi language, but the one common thing in this image is the red eyes the scientist toilet and the astro toilets have. And I don't know why
think
they
they're
are in the
brothers,
same
maybe?
clipboard here, but it does seem like they are being compared to one another. Or it might be because they both have red eyes. I'm not sure, but there is a chance that the red eyes entail something important. Also behind the scientist toilet there seems to be some sort of a logo, but it's not clear at all. Only thing I know is that he probably will be
Yo, what
losing
happened
his
to the
head
boss
next
toilet? I
episode
feel
if
like
it
he's not
continues
showing
like
up
this.
anymore. Like he's
What
not the
happened
threat
right after
anymore,
this
I
moment will
guess.
be remembered as the biggest reveal of Skibidi Toilet ever, because the next frame we saw has revealed more in just a few seconds than the entire 70-episode series have revealed so far.
Really?
Plunger
Oh yeah, the poster.
Cameraman
I
looks at
couldn't
a
read it.
picture on the wall that's like a news snippet, and it says, Alpha Hills Labs gets new administrator. Government-sponsored underground laboratory assigned a new administrator. Details and reason for the deal remain in secrecy. February 7th, 1979.
Yo, is that
Before
the
we talk
special
about the picture
agent?
itself. The date might either be February 7th or July 2nd, depending on which dating structure Dafuk is using, but we are going to go with February 7th because, weirdly enough, if you go to the first ever Skibidi toilet video and check the upload date, it says February 7th. This probably is an Easter egg
Toilet in
trying to say,
Ohio.
this is when it all started, which means the man we see in this image, the new administrator, who is the secret agent we know of, is probably the real reason behind the Skibidi toilets. But it gets even crazier than that because it looks like Dafuk has been planning this all along and has been thinking of every small fricking detail, because if you look to the right of the secret agent, the baldy scientist we see can actually be seen in episode 16 as a normal toilet who was working with the scientist toilet, who also can be seen again in episode 68 part 2, and is the upgraded toilet who killed our beloved large cameraman. I'm gonna be honest, the dedication to details in this series is crazy.
I thought he was just getting
Alongside
random
this, I think the
bald
scientist
man
on the
for the
farthest left was
freaking
also in
toilets.
episode 16
No,
as a
those were
toilet,
the
but I'm not sure if it's the same person.
other
But
scientists.
the main thing we have to talk about in this image is the two gentlemen in the middle. We all know who the secret agent is, but the man he is shaking hands with is actually one of the models Dafuk likes using a lot, and it's the male 09 model. For a while now,
I don't know
people
any
have
of
been
the
guessing
models'
that
names,
male
so I'm
09
not
will
really in the
eventually
dark
have
right
some
now.
sort of a role in the series. And I guess they were right, because I don't think his journey would end here. I think this foreshadows the fact that he'll actually become a prominent part of the series and might be the nemesis for the secret agent, because we got a couple possibilities.
Well, that'd be
First of all,
sick.
let's think of the reason why this lab got a new administrator in the first place. We don't know the real intentions of the secret agent, but it really doesn't seem like he is on the side of toilets, so the fact that he was a part of this experiment might mean that he came in too late. Maybe the government was aware that these scientists were cooking up something shady and assigned him to take control. But it was too late, and now he is trying to stop this whole mess. You also need to think about the fact that someone must have created the cameraman, speakerman, and TV man races. If Skibidi toilets were the result of an experiment, the same goes for the rest. Maybe secret agent, or if the roles were reversed, male 09 created them. We probably won't get the answer to this for a while, but this really is a cornerstone for the series.
I am
But there
curious
is
who
one
made
thing
him.
that's shady. There is no scientist toilet in this image, which is weird considering he is the scientist toilet. Also, this image explains why and how the secret agent is able to create all these tech devices that give him powers. It looks like he actually was a genius, and the reason he knows the bunker in and out is his past. But there is still one question remaining, and it is why he wanted to get in, because in episode 68 part 2, we saw him teleport inside for something when
Yeah,
the
the
squad
glowing
was
green
looking
thing.
inside the factory, and he gave a mission to the lucky cameraman. Right after looking at the image, Plunger Cameraman turns to the lucky cameraman, and he is actually holding a book that has an image of a TV. And looking at Lucky Cameraman's reaction, this book may not have been stolen but given to the toilets, because Lucky Cameraman really looked disappointed. I don't know what's
Whoa.
inside the book, but it surely does look very, very old and might have some secrets inside.
Yeah, he's like, how
which
did
we
they get a
probably will never
hold of
get to
this?
see, at least in the near future. But there is also the chance that these were stolen. Either way, this room is full of mess-ups that the Alliance has made, and they can clearly see the reflection of their mistakes in the past. And what happens right after does not help them at all, because suddenly the lucky cameraman gets pierced through the back just
No!
like that, and we see the return of the mouthless claw toilet from episode 42, and it seems like he was hella upgraded, because he not just his claws got upgraded, but now he has a whole TV
Dude,
monitor
that was a
attached to him,
long
which
time
means
ago.
The TV we saw on Scientist Toilet wasn't a one-time thing, and it's something they can probably mass produce. The second one of the
good.
cameraman realizes his presence, he starts using the stun gun on him, and it seems like it's working, but a stun gun doesn't work on a TV, so the upgraded claw toilet uses his TV monitor, and we start seeing the death beam once again. And it looks like Dafuk actually made some new VFX for this, and shows us why the cameraman actually kill themselves when this beam is shown. It actually spans
To end
the
your
words,
life?
"End yourself"
Oh, end
backwards
your-
infinitely.
I
until the
thought so.
person
It was like,
seeing
wait, I see some
unalives
words making
themselves,
up.
which is crazy. And
That
this
is
scene
crazy.
was utterly terrifying. The fact that if Dark Speakerman wasn't there, Plunger Cameraman would have been killed is insane. But thankfully, Bro saves his best friend by pushing him.
Yeah.
And Plunger Cameraman puts the lens protector he
Finally,
got
he
from the
did
large
something.
cameraman instantly to not be affected by the beam anymore. But sadly, while this is going
No!
on, the cameraman with the stun gun kills himself. And this leaves the upgraded claw toilet free, and he starts attacking the Dark Speakerman. Thankfully, Plunger Cameraman throws his plunger in time and uses the dart gun he got earlier to shoot the claw toilet's eyes before smashing his head with the spiky plunger. Here, if you look carefully at the Dark Speakerman, we can actually see that his headphones are now broken, but the saddest scene in today's episode appear right after this, and it's the death of Lucky Cameraman.
No!
We see that he is lying dead on the floor, at least we think he is dead. Alongside this, his tablet is broken and has a message on it, but it's impossible to read. Plunger Cameraman instantly takes the remote control.
That was
but I'm
given
gonna
by
be
the
honest,
special agent, right?
I think there is a chance
secret
that
agent?
the secret agent teleports and saves the Lucky Cameraman.
I hope
because
so,
at the end of
too.
the day, he is still the Lucky Cameraman and was the only cameraman that had direct contact with the secret agent as far as we know until now. Even if this does happen, I don't think we'll see it for a long, long time. And if it does,
I can't make up the words
once
on a
we
tablet.
do see it, the Lucky Cameraman probably would evolve into something completely new. After Plunger Cameraman
is this,
looks at the
Pokemon
body
now?
of the Lucky
Evolve.
Cameraman, he hears the Dark Speakerman breaking one of the cages to get a spear and decides to get some tools for himself as well, and it's the new cameraman tools. But the question is, how do the toilets have this already? These upgrades were just given out to cameraman probably a couple hours ago. This may seem small, but this might entail that there actually is a traitor in the Alliance who is giving info to the toilets. We'll talk more about
wonder
this
who
in a
it is,
later
though.
episode, but after this scene, we basically see the duo get ready to fight and start moving through the hallway, and the episode ends. I think we can safely assume that the next episode there we'll see some blood and see the fight with the scientist toilet.
I hope
This
so, I hope
episode was
so.
honestly a treat for us analysis YouTubers.
Yep.
Also, before I end the
This
video,
was
make
like a
sure to check my
big
Skibidi
freaking
Toilet
treat.
Roblox game out if you haven't. It was released last week, and the first update will be releasing tomorrow if you have been waiting for it. Elite Cameraman out.
Hopefully, the next part, there's gonna be some blood. More specifically, the freaking Titans, man. I wanna see a Titan fight again already. But we're done. Bye.